Thank you, Mr Speaker. And Mr Speaker, it's a pleasure to speak and an honour to speak on this day, a historic day for the House of Representatives of New Zealand. As has already been noted by other speakers, the Prime Minister of Australia is the first world leader to address this Parliament, albeit outside sitting times. But it was indeed an honour to hear her words of encouragement. It was an honour to hear what it meant for her to have a relationship and for her country to have a relationship with New Zealand. And indeed, they are our closest ally, Mr Speaker. And she spoke about Australia and New Zealand being family. She spoke of the history that was forged on the battlegrounds of Gallipoli. It was forged on battlegrounds around the world. Of course, it is also forged in our culture, our similar culture that we share with Australians, and on the sports battlegrounds also, Mr Speaker. Sir, it is a day of celebration, but it's also a day of sadness as we heard that another New Zealand defence personnel was sadly had his life taken overnight, and it's a sad day when we do lose defence people in foreign lands. But for Private Kirifi Mila, we salute you for your service to this country, and we certainly salute you for the service that you've made to democracy and freedom around the world. So, sir, this is we heard today that the partnership, this closer economic relations between our two countries has been enhanced. It's been enhanced, sir, through an investment protocol. And this investment protocol is critical because as we climb out of the global economic recession, sir, it's important that investment continues to flow to our New Zealand businesses. And when I visit, Mr Speaker, the businesses in the Maungakiekie electorate, those that span from Onehunga in the west right through to Mount Wellington, Penrose and Panmure, the heartland of manufacturing and industry in Auckland, when I visit those businesses, they say one of the keys to their success will be the upskilling of people, but also access to capital. And this investment protocol, sir, ensures that more funds will flow to those businesses, more investment opportunities, and, sir, more jobs and food for our people, more job and food on the table for New Zealanders around the country. But, sir, it's more than an economic agreement, as we've heard from the Prime Minister of both New Zealand and Australia. We heard from Ms Gillard, I should say, that it is about highly mobile and educated populations. It's about having capable and effective armed forces harnessed in partnership. And we've committed to working with the Australians in a range of different areas, including defence. Sir, our own Prime Minister, the Right Honourable John Key, referred to Australians and New Zealanders establishing friendships and leading successful lives in each other's countries. And having lived in Australia and having forged a number of close relationships with Australian people, I concur with our Prime Minister. In fact, sir, I want to share with this Parliament just a little story. Over the break, I visited Australia because I visited a friend of mine, a brother, someone I consider to be a family member, and, sir, he is suffering from cancer. What's the guy's name? Mr. Twyford. If you think that's funny, then, you know, about me telling a personal story, then, sir, you know, I feel sorry for you. But I visited my friend, and I've known this bloke for over 15 years, and he's married to a New Zealander. He has a shared New Zealand-Australian child. And I consider him a brother, and it's our passion for our families, it's our passion for sport, it's our passion for business, and the Australian and New Zealand way which brings us together as friends but also as brothers. And I wish him well, Mark Robert Copping. Sir, finally, if I could make a statement about our fallen soldier, if I could say it in Samoan, Sir, wavala auina ele atu le uso le susunga karithi mila, e mamoli atu ai o mātou alofaanga, ma tatalo mo le ainga whanonua, ia pai atu le ao, whaama whanwhana o le atua, ia manuia ma maua le file muso fua. Thank you, sir.
Sue Kedgley.